All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is, the undefeated middleweight contender, Paulo Costa. Most would argue this is the scariest power puncher in the 185-pound division at present. And I think for those that would doubt him, he answered a lot of those naysayers in the Yoel Romero fight, outlasting that freak of a man over 15 powerful minutes back in 2019. Paulo Costa appears destined for future greatness, but obviously a big test in front of him here tonight, one he is hoping to pass with flying colors. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. Here for the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Paulo the Eraser Costa! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Khamzat Chimaev!
Okay guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner. Ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Throws the right hand there. Takedown defense holds up.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist. They checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And they separate.
Ooh, what a punch.
So he stuffs another takedown there. He talked to us about how hard this training camp was in terms of the defensive wrestling, but he certainly put in the right work.
He did a great job of recognizing the threat, understanding that he could not allow his opponent to get to his hips. He never allows his opponent to get to his hips, and because of that, he's been safe.
38 total strikes have found the mark for Paulo Costa. Close guard. Nice hammer fist. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Costa. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. 60 seconds now to go in the fight. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
His opponent's got double hooks in now under the chin.
It's starting to get deep. Yeah, notice he just took the body triangle, readjust the lock, and now it looks like he's got it.
Wow. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
the punch.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Effective punch there by Costa. And they separate. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Nice leg kick lands.
Oh man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time you see him drive his shin into his opponent.
Oh, counters with a beautiful left hand.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Single collar tie there. Man, he is sniffing out these takedowns from a mile away. Stuffed another shot there. And there comes the separation now. That kick blocked by Costa.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Oh, and there's the double leg takedown for him. Beautiful entry there. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, he's got his back now. Back to the feet now. Oh, nice connection by him there with the right hand.
The right hand is the dominant hand, and you can see how well he throws it.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all of them.
Change into a leg, finish the takedown. Great job.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Lands with the ground and pound here. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. That was lightning fast, that right hand.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, to the left side. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Good body shots.
Muay Thai flop. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch. Good jab. It's the same story, just told on a different day. Takedown after takedown after takedown.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Costa's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Costa. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded pounded in the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. Seconds remain in round two. Sound strike on the ground. And the horn sounds on round two.
essa luta é segura. Agora se concentre antes de voltar.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Would you look at the size of that bruise on his torso? Nasty. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high.
All right, so a high-amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hips, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Ground and pound strike is true.
He's putting him in exactly the position he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes,
and he's out. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Costa. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Both fighters get up now.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Great upper body movement defensively, slips another strike there, and offensively he hasn't been a world beater, but defensively he's been strong tonight.
And that has to cause frustration for the opponent. Not being it.
Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition. Just misses with the jab there. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
And they separate. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Oh, that's a good knee to the body there by Costa.
He loaded up on that right hand too.
Misses again with a right punch. His uppercut to the head. That one, though, blocked by the defense. Just misses there with the left. Now he's got the Muay Thai prop. Takedown defense holds up. And they separate.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Costa's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, nice punch there by Costa. Back and forth we go! Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate.
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, collar tie. Costa gets gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Oh, nice hook by him there.
How many times can this young man land this particular punch?
A little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here when there isn't a whole lot going on.
And the moment somebody gets comfortable, the moment that somebody decides to relax, the moment you'll see a takedown or somebody really speed out ahead of their opponent. You gotta be aware when you're chest to chest in this 50-50 position.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Go.
You ready? You ready? Can't take many of those. You better check.
Now connects with the right. Single collar tie now.
What a body kick. Great punch.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Left hook counter there yet again. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you gotta think that's something that's gonna give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again?
Nice hammer fist. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, he's trying to land.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish.
Nicely done.
Got his guard pass.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kamaru here.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Under 2 minutes to go. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Ground and pound strike there now. Working off his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, side control now. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
45 seconds remain in the round. Lands with the ground and pound. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, right to the mount.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
All right, next round is underway, and somewhat surprisingly, he got out of that previous round without absorbing anything in terms of significant damage, despite the fact that his opponent was pretty offensive.
His opponent was very active, but it seems as though he can see almost everything coming in his direction. He's so well-versed, he's so skilled in his defensive fighting that nothing is breaking his defense. Straight punch lands.
Just out of range with that left hook. Man, the body work.
Nice takedown land. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Pretty good right hand. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
Nice punch lands over the top.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Yeah, he mixed it all up.
Straight right, he misses. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish the fight.
And he landed the right hand there. Swing and a miss by Costa. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think, oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, huge knee to the head. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single follow tie. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big knee to the body. Beautiful knee. Costa's got the tie clenched. Let's see what he can do with it. Throwing hard in the pocket. Knee to the body. Another nice knee there. Costa's got the tie clinch now.
Nice.
Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. Oh, and he covered him there with a beautiful straight right hand. All right, well, time is the enemy now, DC, and he's really running out of it if he's going to get his hand raised tonight.
He's got to go forward. He's got to just throw everything at his opponent to try and find that punch or that kick that's going to end the fight. There is no time for strategy here.
Oh, a huge block there.
Wow, he actually got the takedown.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Got the single collar tie.
Punch over the top.
Blocks the shot.
Big body kick land.
Both fighters throwing heat now. And he defends yet another takedown. Seemingly every takedown attempt that has been tried has been scuffed. 30 seconds now to go in the fight. Big power shot there.
Another strike to the head land.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Oh, beautiful.
This could change the fight. Another takedown lands.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. What else can you say but what a fight?
Hey, stop!
All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 48-47, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Paulo, the Eraser.
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.